When most people hear the word pitbull, most of us sadly think of it as a vicious, just ferocious dog that just wants to bite you, chase after you, and maybe even kill you. Sadly, this is the way that media portrays dogs, and this causes people to have stereotypes. Now, I want to go into depth about this because I want you to know that whether dogs, specifically this breed of pit bull, is violent by nature, or we as owners, do we have something to do with it? If we are good to the dog, will the dog come out right? Or if we are bad and treat it bad, will the dog still be nice, or will it still be bad? Now, the first thing I want to discuss is the kind of stereotypes that the media portrays in their articles and also lets other people think of. Second of all, I want to explain, based off of a research from a professional veterinarian, if humans have to do with the behavior of these animals, the dogs specifically. And third of all, I also want to go more in depth into how these dogs, also pit bulls, help community, children, family, elderly, many other people, how they help them out and actually contribute a lot to it. My first point, which was the stereotypes, I want to actually explain and give an example of how the media portrays these dogs. There was one article posted on Star Tribune by Tom Ford and Joy Powell named "Pitbull Kills 7-Year-Old Minneapolis Boy at Home," which was published in 2007. Now, this story goes that the child was left alone by the parents with a pit bull dog, male specifically, that was chained in the basement. Now, this dog had a history before of being violent, but it was not considered violent because the person who got attacked was a trespasser. Now, the child went to the basement and got close to the dog thinking it was okay when he was all alone. And sadly, this dog attacked him and the child died. The parent, actually, the father, got home and tried grabbing the baby boy's body, but the dog also attacked him, and so the father had no other choice but to shoot the dog. Now, the media only specifically stays on the dog. It does not explain what the parent or what the owner did wrong. It doesn't explain why they left the child alone with a dog, why this dog was chained down in the basement at all, and why this dog even became that aggressive in the first place. Now, most people that commented on this article would fight that the dog was not a social dog because it was never with other dogs or humans, and so this caused the attack. But simply because of the media, it only stayed on the certain dog's bad side, not anything else. Now, I'm not saying it was good that he killed this child, but they don't ever blame it on someone else. They simply blame it on the dog. For the behavior part, if we affect the dog, or if we have to do anything with how we raise it, scientist, actually Nelly Lieta, faculty of the veterinary medicine at University of Padua, made a research called "Quality of Life of the Pet Dog: Influence of Owner and Dog's Characteristics" in 2007. Now, this researcher concluded that the owner is actually responsible for the dog's behavior. If the dog is social with other pets and other families, then it will become a good dog. But if it is not, it will become an aggressive dog. I also, for my final point, I wanted to discuss how this pit bull actually contributes to the community. There was also a report that was made by Natalie Kent, a dog rescuer, called Dog Rescue Agency Bullish on Pit Bulls, which was posted on 2012. She explained that many other pit bulls that they had rescued that actually had a violent past of dogfighting and attacking other people were actually had been through behavioral teaching or education, and later had been either adopted by other families or used as service dogs, as in help to the elderly, the young, the hospitalized, and they had a very positive effect on these people. And never again in their history or in the future did they ever have any violent history. So what I really wanted to emphasize was that dogs are not actually naturally aggressive. They are made violent and aggressive, especially pit bulls, only if the owner treats them this way and has them secluded from all other social behavior or social interaction.